You chose the same life, not because you wanted it, not because it was right. You stayed one more day, then another, until the same life became yours. But now you can see it. The problem was not one day. It was the return, the same room, the same excuse, the same silence, the same life again. So you tried to change it. You really did. You made one promise. You changed one small thing. For a moment, you felt awake. For a moment, it felt possible. Then the old life called. And it did not scare you. That was the problem. It sounded familiar. It felt easy. It waited in the same room. It wore the same mourning. So you stayed again. Then you heard yourself. I hate this. But you returned. I need to change. But you delayed. I know better. But you walked back into it. So the first answer is small. Do not explain the pain. Change one piece of the day. Not your whole life. One piece. One repeated moment. One place where you give in. You chose the same life. Every time you did nothing. Every time you waited. Every time you called it too hard. Every time you let fear speak. Every time you stepped back and called it patience. So today, refuse one return. Just one. Do not go back there. Do not feed that excuse. I can do one thing. Not everything. One thing. But the fear will rise. It always does. The old life will feel safer. The old pain will feel known. Change will feel too open. Silence will feel easier. Still, do not bow. Because staying has a cost. You know that now. It takes your voice first, then your hope, then your movement. So stop calling it survival. Call it what it is. But the pattern returns. That is the second truth. One good day is not freedom. One promise is not escape. The same life waits calmly. It knows your tired hours. It knows when to speak. So you tried again. You made another plan. You changed one habit. You cleared one small space. I mean it this time. I am not going back. And you meant it. You chose the same life again. Not because you were weak, because you were tired, because the old road was close, because the old excuse was ready, because the old self knew how to live there. That is how it hardens, not through one failure, through returning, through explaining it away, through surviving the pain and accepting it again until it felt permanent. So what do you do when trying still fails? When effort feels wasted? When no one sees the fight? When your life still looks fine? When you still say, I'm okay? What do you do then? Then something breaks inside, not because you never tried, because you tried and still returned quietly, internally. No one saw the shame. So do not use failure to hate yourself. Use it like a map. Where did you return? What hour was it? Which excuse opened first? Which fear sounded true? Then try at that exact place, not in your imagination, not in some future mood. There, at the weak hour, at the old excuse, at the first return. You chose the same life, and this is where it hurts, because now you can see it. I stayed too long. I repeated the wound. I helped it remain. But seeing it changes you. The answer is not shame. Shame freezes the hand. The answer is interruption. Interrupt the return. Interrupt the excuse. Interrupt the old comfort before it becomes home again. The world still does not stop. Nothing pauses, no one comes. This is the third truth. No one can choose for you. No one can leave for you. No one can begin for you. So choose one thing now. Not when you feel ready. Not when fear gets quiet. Now. I am scared, but I can move. I am late, but here. You may fail again, say that clearly. You may shake again. You may miss the old pain. You may want the old room. But wanting to return is not the same as returning. So catch the first signal, the first excuse, the first delay, the first soft lie, the first maybe tomorrow. That is where the same life tries to enter again. Do not choose the same life, not through silence, not through delay, not through comfort, not through fear wearing a wiser name. Choose the harder opening. The new life may feel strange. It may feel empty first. It may feel too quiet. That does not make it wrong. It only means the old life knew your pain too well. Let the new one learn you. Then tell yourself the truth, softly, without performance. I still feel afraid, but I'm not going back. I know that life, and I do not want it. That is where you return, not to the pattern, to yourself, to the breath still here, to the body still standing, to the part of you that still wanted out. So come back now, not after another sign, not after another year, not when fear feels ready. Now, if you stay the same today, the same life learns you again. And now, take care of yourself. Not later, not someday. You are the one who remains. The same life is not your ending. Now, choose a different life.